In the county cabin. It's a credit to the players and to the manager and also to the club. So now,
on the ball and William Riley and Barry Hughes for helping us with this far. To all those who brought you transfer.
Peter Murray, Sean Tarkin, Alan Dunhall, Martin Tarkin.
Well, so we're here in Breffni Park for the Run C under-12 final between Drumgoon and Killygarry. As the referee Tommy Lyons gets the game underway, and in the early seconds we've got a free for Killygarry, which is about 55 metres out. Right-footed one from Damien Keeney right into the goal mouth. Grabbed back here by the cornerback, Brian Boyle, way out towards the far side. Very close to the sideline. Fergal Fitzpatrick way up along the far wing here. Ian Riley grabbing it now for Drumgoon. 35 yards out. His intended pass going a little astray for a moment. Alan O'Donoghue now with it. As Drumgoon, well, pressing charges as it were in the early seconds, but it will be foiled and cleared away out towards this side for the Killygarry men down along this right-hand side. Very close to the sideline, and in fact it's gone out over, so it will be a line ball down here in front. Shortish kick across into the centre. It will be belted further upfield here for Killygarry, up into the centre. An open space filled fairly quickly, and the ball cleared back downfield by Sean Clerk and out towards the far side, but Killygarry attacking again now. The hopping ball in towards the goal mouth. The goalkeeper comes out to it, grabs and clears out towards this side of the field, where Killygarry are coming back again now. Damien Keeney with a high shot going out towards the right, out over the end line, and so the ball goes wide. And still no score after about a minute and a half play in this first half. Ball kicked out into the centre here. Martin Clerkin, one of the two brothers, grabbed back here for Killygarry by Dara Maloney. Dara gets the ball up into the centre. Damien Keeney plays it back now to Dara Maloney, and Dara with the high ball, hopping in towards the goal mouth. Grabbed for a moment by the fullback. Break into the corner forward here for Killygarry. Barry Lynch it was. The ball rooted out now towards this side of the field. Nicely picked up here by Damien Keeney, about 35 yards out. His shortish tap, which is intended to be so, to Barry McGovern. And the referee blows his whistle, so he will award the free to Killygarry. It's about 20 metres out. It's a fairly awkward angle. And Damien Kearney will take it. Damien, the captain of this Killygarry side, who of course won the Run D under-12 final here 12 months ago. Steadies himself, has a look in at those posts, and then swings it right across the 13-metre line, grabbed down over there on the far side, and the curling ball high in the air, breaking down, collected by the halfback here, Alan Donoghue, and the referee blows his whistle. But the umpire apparently had signaled that the ball was out over the end line, so it will be a 45. The first 45 of the evening for Killygarry. It's about 4 or 5 yards to the right of the goal up here on our left. Damien Kearney now. Right-footed right into the goal mouth, and it's gone in. It's gone in. The defence there failing to hold, and the ball dropping in. So Killygarry now in the lead after, about 3.5 minutes of play in the first half. 1 point to no score as the ball is kicked out towards the far side. It was, well, almost debatable there for a moment as to whether the ball was under or over the bar. Looking at it from here. Anyway, they're attacking again now, or about to. The attack broken up. Brian Boyle Tries to pick it up for Drumgoon, but the ball gone out over the sideline there on the far side. Line ball over there on the far wing. That's Brendan Keeney, the as it were, of the young man that is about to take the kick. Damien now standing well back. This right-footed one, lob into a danger area. Grabbed back here by Martin Clerkin. Martin gets it down to the centre into a somewhat open space. Paul McCabe now, way out towards the far side, coming down to meet it for Killygarry. Mark Smith racing after that ball up along that far wing. The sidestep and then the low ball into the centre. Well, it will be met by Martin Clerkin, and Martin sends it way up field, grabbed by Paul McCabe once again. This small, though very effective player on the Drumgoon side, picking his man all right, but the Killygarry cornerback peers out towards this side. Sean Clerkin, lowest ball to the centre, and Drumgoon now in an attacking mood, as it were. Ian O'Reilly, 25 yards out, left-footed, high, and he sends it over the bar. Ian O'Reilly sending that one over there from about 25 yards out. A nice point to put the sides level after about 5 minutes play in this first half. Nice blocking down here coming from the Drumgoon pair. Very near the sideline, but they save it from going over. Pulled on along the ground. Nice control of the ball here. In there is Damien Kearney after it for Killygarry. Gets it way upfield, but the referee penalising up here to our right, so he will award the free outfield to Drumgoon, and this one will be about 40 yards out from their own goal. Some 40 yards out, about 20 in from the near sideline. Nicely grabbed back here by Darren Maloney. Again, to an open space. And the referee blows a whistle for the foul there on Brian Boyle, so the free will be about 35 metres out, this time from the Drumgoon goal, out there in the centre. It's always, of course, interesting to see, well, how these young lads fare out, and, well, 9 times out of 10, well, their football can be a treat to watch. Damien Keeney, shortish kick into the centre there. Grab back here, tapped out to this side. Paul McCabe, 13 metres out. Oh, right across the goal mouth, and Paul looking a little bit horrified with himself that he didn't bury it, but it went out over the end line, and so the ball went wide. Ball kicked out into the centre, where Drumgoon now are attacking again. Here we've got Ian O'Reilly. Oh, dangerous kind of ball right into the goal mouth. The goalkeeper grabbing it there, David Smith. His kick half blocked out towards this side. Bernard McPhillips tries to get out. The referee penalising there Paul McCabe for picking the ball off the ground. So they quickly taken free out towards this side. Paul McCabe collecting the breaking ball, decides to tap it across into the centre to Alan Donohoe. He in turn gets it further across to Ian O'Reilly. Ian O'Reilly's 25 yards out. A dangerous ball. Are we going to have the goal? It's blocked down there by the cornerback at the expense of a 45. Bernard McPhillips it was, who, well, stopped what looked an almost certain goal. Ian O'Reilly now with this 45 right into the goal mouth. Grabbed in there by Dara Maloney, and Dara gets it down into the centre. Drumgoon will come battling back now. High ball out towards the far side. Damien Keeney grabs it and bolts it way out towards the far sideline. It's heading towards the wing. It may be saved. It will be saved, in fact, from going over and sent back into the centre here. Half picked up for a moment and then fully picked up for Drumgoon there by Martin Clerk. And low ball up along the far wing. Oh, the intended pass almost went astray for a moment. Here they attacking again now. Alan Donohoe. Alan taps it further in now to Ian O'Reilly. Ian O'Reilly's kick is high and it's gone over the bar. It's a point. 2 points for Drumgoon and 1 point for Killygarry with about 10 minutes gone in this first half. Kicked out now towards this side of the field. The referee awarding the free to Killygarry for the foul on Damien Keeney out here in front. It's about 55, 60 metres out from the Drumgoon goal. Damien will take it himself, right-footed, up into the centre. The breaking ball now comes down to the Killygarry man. His kick is blocked down. Adrian McConnell, it was. Not out of danger yet. And the ball eventually rooted out now towards this side. Well, was somebody watching a lot of television in recent times? The ball's gone out over the sideline anyway. So it will be a line ball down here to our right. Line ball for Killygarry and Damien Keeney. It's about 50 metres. Well, little confusion there for a moment. Something happened someplace, but we'll follow the play now. Drumgoon about to clear the lines. So now towards Paul McCabe. McCabe now racing through. He's about 20 metres out, looking for assistance. Decides to play it back to Ian O'Reilly. Ian O with a high ball and Ian O with a good ball. It's over the bar. 1 point there for Drumgoon. In fact, 3 points for Drumgoon, but that was a nice point there coming from Ian O'Reilly, about 20 metres out, taking the pass nicely from Paul McCabe and dropping the ball over the bar. As the ball is kicked down into the centre, Damien Keeney. Nobody, with the exception of the Drumgoon defender there to meet it. Ian O'Reilly now coming attacking again now. He's about 25 yards out. Oh, the dangerous one, and it's gone over the bar. Ian O'Reilly doing quite well here for Drumgoon in this first half up to now and sending that one over the bar. As the ball is kicked out now towards this side. Ray Galligan for the Killygarry side. Damien Keeney now with this kick. Certainly he's been quite a busy man up to now of these type of kicks. Besides the others, right across towards the 20-metre area. Held for a moment there by the cornerback after it here for Killygarry will be Barry Lynch, lobbing it back in towards the goal mouth, and the full forward line almost attacking there dangerously, and the ball eventually broken away and cleared back into the centre of the field, where it will be collected here on the far side by Darren Maloney. The left-footed tap in towards the centre. Dangerous one here, and it's gone in, it's gone in. Well, I can tell you something, that that proves a point there for Killygarry, in that the first score, of course, was a point, and they have now 1 goal and 1 point, and Drumgoon have 4 points. As the ball is kicked out now towards the far side, after it again there was Adrian McConnell. Little push in the back here, and the referee will award the free to Killygarry about 40 metres out. It's almost in front of the goal, but it's, well, quite a distance out. Up comes Damien now, going out towards the left, touching the fingers of a defender, and in doing so, the resulting 45. From the 45, high and straight over the bar. The point there coming from outfield, Damien Caney, 1 goal and 2 points now for Killygarry, and Drumgoon have 4 points. The ball is kicked out now towards the side. Damien attacking again for Killygarry into an almost empty net. The ball went out over the end line. There was really nobody at home at the time, and the ball just dribbled out over the end line, and so it went wide. A quick kick out now towards the far side, out over the sideline. And the ball now sent way up along the far side where Mark Smith grabs it for Killygarry. Down into the centre. Alan Donoghue now with the high ball for Drumgoon. In the general direction of the 30-metre area. Bernd McPhillips steers it out into the centre for Killygarry, where Adrian McConnell now working his way upfield. He has spotted somebody up here on the right. That somebody was Patrick Hyland. Losing possession for a moment, and the defence about to clear down towards the centre. A little stalemate here as the referee will blow his whistle and award a free here to Drumgoon, and it's about 45 metres out from their own goal. Down here to our right. It's about 7 or 8 yards in from the near sideline. 1 goal and 2 points for Killygarry and 4 points for Drumgoon. Almost 19 minutes now into the first half. Nice classy fielding here by Martin Clerkin. Very cleverly played along the ground towards Alan Donoghue. Alan with the ball now 35 yards out. Throw the hand once. Then decides to get rid of it, and in doing so he gets it in towards Oliver Clerkin rather, and here's the dangerous ball right into the goal mouth, and it's grabbed in there by the corner back, Bernard McPhillips, and cleared down into the centre. But Drumgoon are coming again high, and it's over the bar. Martin Clerkin grabbing out there in the centre and sending the ball over the bar. Ball kicked out, way out there on the far sideline, and it will be a line ball. Line ball for Drumgoon. That's the 45-metre area out there on the far side. Ball broken down and collected here by Martin Clerkin. Martin's about 25 yards out, but dangerous hopping ball in towards the goal mouth. David Smith gets the second chance, as it were, and makes no mistake and clears it way out towards this side of the field. It's fairly near the sideline, but Darren Maloney is in there. There is kick blocked. Still Darren Maloney on the ground, the referee waving on the play. Curls it across into the centre, where Drumgoon now will attack again. Right into the hands here of Fergal Fitzpatrick, but grabbed over there on the far corner for Killygarry. Steered way downfield. Enda Gilson now. Enda's about 40 yards from his own goal. The hopping ball up through the centre. High ball back in towards the 20-metre. Ian O'Reilly with it now, 25 yards out. Toe the hand, turns around, takes the shot, and he sends it over the bar. Making it now 6 points for Drumgoon, and 1 goal and 2 points for Killygarry. Ball kicked out now, quickly towards the side, and the referee penalising Killygarry here for picking the ball off the ground. So it will be a free for Drumgoon, just inside their own half of the field. To our right, as we look out, and well, no breeze, no sun or anything like that. Certainly the conditions are ideal for this Run C under-12 final. Oh, very classy feeling back here by Damien Caney. Blocking down, and the referee blows the whistle, so he will award the free to the Killygarry youngsters. Darren Maloney out towards the far side. And Gilston tapping it back now to Damien Keeney, where it will be tipped out now here to the right as Killygarry move upfield. Raymond Galligan then decides to curl it across into the centre. Back here is Ian O'Reilly. Ian O tapping the ball with his foot out towards this side, and the referee blows his whistle. He will award the free to Drumgoon. Ian O'Reilly with the kick. Up along the left here. The sidestep here, and Martin Clerkin with the hopping dangerous ball. Grabbed there by Bernard McPhillips down towards this side of the field. Belted up along the right wing here, out over the sideline here from the boot of Barry McGovern, so it will be a line ball down here on our right for Drumgoon. Line ball about 40 metres out from their own goal, down here to our right. 6 points to 5. Nicely held here for the Killygarry men and tapped into the centre. Adrian McConnell now with the lobbing ball. Is there anyone in here to meet it? Blocked down there from the clearance of the corner back. Brian Boyle is close to the sideline, saved from going over, and it will be picked up here and bolted down through the centre once again for Drumgoon. And that hopping ball now grabbed back here for Killygarry. There's Drumgoon now coming forward again. The referee waving on the play now. Here they come now, about 25 yards out. Alan Donoghue, high ball, a dangerous ball. The goalkeeper there gets his hands to it and gets it out towards the far side. Racing out after it for the Killygarry men will be Enda Gilston. Enda's about 30 metres out, but Enda has done the wrong thing apparently at the wrong time, as it were. The referee was standing fairly close, so he will award the free in to Drumgoon. It's about 25 metres out. The quick one right into the goal mouth, where Bernard McPhillips grabs and gets it down into the centre. Covering up here for the Drumgoon men, the cornerback operating out in the centre, Damien Clark, and here's a high ball that has gone out to the right, and so it goes wide. And the score remaining 1 goal and 2 points for Killygarry, and Drumgoon have 6 points. Bernard McPhillips now with the kick down into the centre. Damien Keeney left-footed up through the centre. His opposite number at the other end was Sean Clerkin for a moment. Ball bolted out towards the far side, where it will be grabbed over there by Mark Smith. Mark gets it up along the far wing, where in turn Sean Clerkin collects for a moment and gets it up along that far side for Drumgoon. And the assistant's coming at the right time, and Paul McCabe in the right place at the right time, about 20 metres out now. Let's see how he does with this one. Very, very accurate young man when in possession, and he's a player, I'm sure, that, well, we can see an awful lot more of in the years to come, and many, many more of these young men that are out here this evening. The referee blows his whistle. He will award the free to Drumgoon out here in front. It's just inside their own half of the field. We make it 7 points for Drumgoon, and the goal and 2 points for the Killygarry lads. As the ball now comes back out to Ian O'Reilly, and the tap in the general direction of the goal mouth. Bernard McPhillips is back here for Killygarry. Ian O'Reilly goes up, brings it down. The sale of a dummy there as he works his way into the centre. This could be, it comes off the crossbar. I was about to say it would be a fine score with the build-up to it, as it were, but it came off the crossbar and so cleared way up to the centre. Brian Boyle now for Drumgoon. It's heading towards the far wing, saved from going over here. Martin Clerkin with it, right across under the centre. As the referee blows his whistle, he will award a free out for the foul on Mark Smith, about 35 metres out from their own goal. Killygarry playing from left to right in this first half. Enda Gilston grabbing there on the far side. The shot now right into the goal mouth. The goalkeeper coming out to it and gets it down into the centre, where in turn Martin Serkin, but the referee penalising the Drumgoon player, therefore apparently trying to forage his way out with the ball, so it might seem, but anyway the free is about 55 metres out. Little less. Damien Keeney will take it. High and it's straight over the bar. 1 goal and 3 points for Killygarry, and Drumgoon have 7 points. 1 point between these sides. About 28 minutes. We make it gone in this first half. Little piece of pushing there that might have went unnoticed. Darren Maloney out after it here on the far side for Killygarry. Picked up here. Martin Perkin. Martin's right-footed one up along the far side. Fergal Fitzpatrick now in the direction of Ian O'Reilly, with the ball 25 yards out. The referee blows his whistle. He will award the free outfield. In fact, moving the ball some meters forward there. Somebody apparently saying something when they should have been listening. Anyway, into the centre. Martin Kirkin, meant for Paul McCabe. Coming down here after it here will be Bernard McCullough for Killygarry. Bernard turns around and curls it up to where Damien Keeney's got it. 45 yards out, across into the centre now. And they're attacking again now as Adrian McConnell with it. Adrian's 25 yards out. The referee has blown his whistle. He will award a free in. It's about 20 metres out, a little less than 20 metres out, slightly to the right and only slightly of the goal up here on our right, and Damien Keeney will take it. He comes up and he taps it over the bar, putting the sides level. 1 goal and 4 points for Killygarry, and Drumgoon have 7 points. As Barry Crossan now kicks out into the centre for Drumgoon. Added to a little bit further upfield. Ian O'Reilly with it now. 25 yards out, curls it across. Paul McCabe is out here. And the ball grabbed there, not by Paul McCabe, by Alan Donohoe, and he sends it over the bar. Leaving the score now 8 points for Drumgoon, and Killygarry have 1 goal and 4 points. 1 point between them. And we're coming, well, fairly close to half-time as the ball is kicked out towards the far side. Damien Keeney plays it low along the ground. Darren Maloney now. Darren gets it further upfield. Barry McGovern over there on the far side. Nobody there to meet the pass, as it were, and the ball cleared up through the centre. Grabbed out here by young Maloney. Darren with a high, dangerous ball right in towards the goal mouth. Grabbed in there by the full-back, the shortest clearance that comes to Damien Keeney. Damien with the right-footed one that's high, and it has gone over the bar. And let me tell you something, that is as fine a score as I have seen here for quite a while, coming from a player of this age, and a very delightful point indeed as the referee Tommy Lyons calls for the ball. And so it is half-time, and we make the score at half-time. 1 goal and 5 points for Killygarry, and Drumgoon have 8 points. And if you top that up, you'll find that the sides are level. And so as we welcome you back now for the start of the second half. Well, while the players get into this second half, let us get a couple of things sorted out that seem to have went astray. First of all, Killygarry's, well, first effort with the free that looked as though it might have went under or over the bar. Of course, it did look from here as though it might have went under. The umpire on the far side raised the flag. It looked like a point. And then, of course, when Killygarry scored the goal, halfway through the first half, well, the umpire on this side, he raised the green flag. It was a white flag that went up in the first instance. But the moral of the story is that they have 2 goals and 4 points at half-time, and Drumgoon have 8 points. Bernard McPhillips grabbing the ball back here in the defence now for Killygarry, down towards Adrian McConnell. Damien Keeney comes nipping in, and I can also tell you that the man that's wearing number 15 on the Drumgoon side, very close to the ground out here, the man that's wearing the number 15, well, he's not even listed on the programme, but by heavens, he's certainly got, well, plenty of possession and lots to do out there in the first half, but he happens to be Phelim O'Reilly. In actual fact, that's Phelim now that is taking this free, and indeed it was him that took, well, quite a number of frees in the first half. A small man out there, and effective was Paul McCabe for a moment. The ball bolted up through the centre here now, grabbed back here for Drumgoon by Damien Clark. Oliver Clarkin now transfers out to the right here, where Martin Clarkin lobs it right in towards the goal mouth. A little stalemate here for a moment, and the ball clears down into the centre for Killygarry. The tap out towards this side, Adrian McConnell now, right across into the centre, into the hands of the centre back here for the Drumgoon lads, Sean Clarkin. He gets it up now towards Ian O'Reilly. Ian O with it transfers out to the far side to Alan Donohoe. Alan with the shot right into the goal mouth, and David Smith grabbing it in the goal, and he clears it away out towards the far side of the field, very close to the sideline. Racing out after it there will be Fergal Bride. Fergal with the ball for Killygarry. Might count himself a little bit lucky there, but he got rid of it way up along the far wing. And here we have Phelim O'Reilly now for Drumgoon, getting the ball up and clears it across, right across the field as the referee blows his whistle, and he will award the free in to Killygarry. It's about 35 metres out. You may recall that in the first half, well, Damien took a free and sent it over the bar. I might have mentioned that it was 55 yards out. Of course, the 45-metre line, well, was about that 10 metres in front of it. But as is understandable, of course, the pitch, well, being that bit shorter, here we have Damien sending it over again. Well, very, very deadly accurate, no doubt, from play and indeed from free, sending that ball over the bar. And Killygarry have now 2 goals and 5 points. And Drumgoon have 8 points. That would be 11 points to 8, 3 points between them, and the ball grabbed back here for Drumgoon on the far side. Martin Clarkin, 25 yards out, the left-footed one high, but it's gone out to the right of the upright, and in doing so the ball drops wide. So will be the turn now of Bernard McPhillips to kick out towards the far side. Tapped across into the centre. Alan Donohoe now in possession for Drumgoon. Nice fielding back here for the Killygarry side. Adrian McConnell with it now, 55 yards out, the hopping ball. Brian Boyle. Right footed now, way down towards the side of the field. Enda Gilson down after it here for Killygarry. Doing quite well in getting the ball up into his hands. Phelim O'Reilly now, pulling on it across into the centre. Mark Smith likewise. Adrian McConnell over there on the other side for Killygarry. Jerry McNally now with it, lobbing it back in towards the 20-metre area. Likewise, up at the goal on the right here, the porous fingers for a moment of Phelim O'Reilly. as Killygarry push forward now, and Barry McGovern transfers to Fergal Brides, and Fergal Brides takes a shot, and Fergal Brides sends it over the bar. Two goals and 6 points now for Killygarry, and Drumgoon have 8 points. That's what we make it. With a little over 5 minutes now into this second half. Alan Donoghue now for Drumgoon. Curling it in now to Ian O'Reilly, about 25 yards out, and things maybe not going as well for Ian in this second half as the first, but that was his first shot at the post, and that one went out to the right, and so it went wide. Now the ball kicked down into the centre, grabbed for Killygarry and tapped out now towards Enda Gilsnan. Enda's 50 yards out from his own goal. Right for that hopping ball into the centre. Brian Boyle grabbing it and gets it out towards the side. Enda Gilsnan is prepared to meet it again, and if he doesn't, Damien Keeney will. Darren Maloney, and the referee blows his whistle. Warding the free to Killygarry. Out here in front, just inside the Drumgoon half. Oh, maybe a little bit too quickly taken. The referee has called for the free to be retaken. Left-footed one now. Grabbed back here by the defence and cleared up into the centre. Dara Maloney. Nice blocking down coming here from Martin Clarkson, the one that cleared the ball. Dangerous ball in towards the goal mouth. And Jerry McNally grabbing it and getting it out towards the far side. Paul McCabe out after it on the far side. And away they come. 45, 35. Still Paul McCabe. Well, the referee blows his whistle, and he will award the free. Warding the free to Drumgoon. Ian O'Reilly will take it. It's about 22 yards out. Way out towards the far side. It's a fairly awkward angle, but it's one that, well, could easily lob in around the house. The chip right across the goal mouth, and it has gone out of one of the defenders, so it will be a 45. It's about 2 or 3 yards to the right. Phelan having a little difficulty there in finding a fairly exact and clean spot, but well, looking at Breffni Park today, no doubt it is looking spick and span. The ball there going through an almost porous defence there, but it did touch the fingers there of the defender, so it will be another 45. This one's about 5 or 6 yards now to the left of the goal up here on our right. Salem now having a go from this side. Oh, a lowish one through the centre. Mark Smith, Damien Caney in fact was. Collected there and got it out to the far side. Ian O'Reilly with the right foot, a curling ball right into the goal mouth, and the goalkeeper there breaking it down, and the ball cleared out towards the far side. Little surprise there for the forward there, the Drumgoon forward. Salem O'Reilly now 35 yards out. Back here, Adrian McConnell. Adrian transfers out towards the far side. Barry McGovern, right-footed one, way up along the far side. Coming down to is Jerry McNally, and the referee will award Jerry a free, which will be about 30 metres out from his own goal, and going back will be Phelan O'Reilly to take the kick. We make it that there are 2 goals and 6 points for Killygarry and 8 points for Drumgoon. This is a lowish kick now, broken down. Pulled on there by Brian Boyle out towards the far side, heading towards the sideline. In fact, it has gone out over. So It will be a line ball over there on the far wing. This one's about 50 metres out. Oh, right through. The umpire has signalled that the ball, in fact, has gone out over the end line, so the ball has gone wide. And the score remaining 2 goals and 6 points for Killygarry and 8 points for Drumgoon. As the ball is kicked out towards this side of the field, they're about to attack again. Patrick Hyland, for a moment, gets it into the corner here where Barry Lynch, and then grabbed there by the cornerback and cleared out over the sideline down here to our left. So it will be a line ball down here to the left for Killygarry, who are playing in the red jerseys, as is always. Darren Maloney chipping it across into the centre. Damien Keeney after it, going down on it, getting it up, sidestepping the 2 men, and then the left-footed one out towards the right, held back here by Sean Clerkin. Sean gets it down towards Ian O'Reilly. Ian O'Reilly with his 35 yards, 45 yards from his own goal, looking across into the centre to see if he could spot somebody on the loose, but the collision there between the 2 Killygarry players leaves Paul McCabe now running away, 35 yards out. Just look at how he worked his way in underneath, as it were. The sail of the dummy, the toe to hand, still with the ball, the side tap it to the far side, the shot is high, and it's gone over the bar. That one coming there from Alan O'Donoghue, taking the pass from Paul McCabe, sending the ball over the bar. 9 points for Drumgoon, and Killygarry have 2 goals, and they've also got 6 points. Killygarry now attacking on the far side. A low ball into the centre. Grabbed here by Jerry McNally. Pumped back in again. In the direction of the 13-metre area. Barry Lynch with it now. Barry is about 13 metres out. And a further 13 from the near sideline. Brian Boyle grabbing and clears up along this side. Mark Smith both into the centre here. Ian O'Reilly. The game now beginning to spring back into life as the referee blows his whistle. He will award the free out here, and it's about 45 yards from their own goal. That is the Killygarry goal. That's Martin Kirkin. Lowest ball up towards Paul McCabe. They feed him for a very obvious reason. Ian O'Reilly taking the pass, tapping it out towards the far side, going out after it, Fergal Fitzpatrick, and collecting the ball, in fact, will be Alan Donoghue. Alan's 13 metres out. The curling ball, ooh, the dangerous one there coming off David Smith, and Bernard McPhillips collects it for Killygarry. Hopping ball, Phelan O'Reilly, 35 yards out, back into the goal mouth, and the ball grabbed and cleared out towards this side. Philip Gray there for the Killygarry side for a moment, and Fergal Brides for another, but it will be collected and cleared upfield by Damien Clark, way up along the right here. Back down at the other end will be Gilsman, and the ball curled across into the centre here, where it is grabbed by the Drumgoon man, Martin Clark, and then Martin gets it up through the centre in the direction of Alan Donoghue. Alan back now towards Martin Clarkin with the hopping ball, not towards the goal mouth, but the 13-metre area, way out towards the far side. Mark Smith collects it and gets it down along the far wing, and Damien Keeney with it. The hop, the toe of the hand, the hop, and again the toe of the hand. And he's still going up the field. What a delightful run this is. And he's about 25 yards out, right into the goal mouth. The shot, and it's gone over the bar. It's gone over the bar. A point there. A point for the Killygarry men, and that leaves the score now 2 goals and 7 points. 2, 7 and 9 points for Drumgoon. ball is kicked out now towards this side of the field. Killygarry attacking again now. Barry McGovern, 25 yards out, lobbing it in. Little stalemate. The ball whipped up here fairly quickly by Barry McGovern, and the referee will award the free outfield. Awarding the free outfield to Drumgoon, and up to the centre, Salem O'Reilly. Barry McGovern back in towards the goal mouth again. Whipped up here, low ball, and it was point blank. It's a 45, a point blank shot, but the goalkeeper doing quite well, got down to it, and in doing so, the resulting 45. Barry crossing. Barry there throwing himself at the ball, and so the 45. Damien Keeney now, right-footed, high and straight over the bar. Increasing that lead, they have now 2 goals and 8 points, and Drumgoon have 9 points. 2-8 to 9 points, with about 17 minutes now into the second half. Nicely held out here in the centre. Ian O'Reilly now works his way upfield for Drumgoon. Still Ian O'Reilly, he's about 25 metres, 20 metres out. Now he's on the ground. The referee will award the free in. Slightly to the right of the goal up here on our right. And there's his kick. He drops the ball over the bar, narrowing that gap. They have now 10 points. We make it, and Killygarry have 2-9. 15 points to 10 with about 18 minutes now. Ball kicked out towards the far side, heading towards the sideline. In fact, it has gone out over. It will be a line ball way over there on the far wing. About 55 metres out from their own goal, and Darren Maloney there running across to take it. We will sort out here in a moment. There apparently has been a change on the Killygarry side. Follow the play. Damien Keeney right across the breaking ball now. Coming out, here's the change, and what looked to push there, but the referee waving on the play. It appears as though Rodney Brady may be in the game for Killygarry as the ball is cleared downfield here. In after it will be Damien Keeney. Damien with it now 55 yards out, tapping it up through the centre, where in turn Philip Gray. Brian Boyle back here for a moment, and for another moment will be Sean Clerkin, and Sean gets it out towards this side of the field and clears it down along this wing for the Drumgoon men to Ian O'Reilly. Ian O'Reilly gets it a little bit further upfield now in the direction of Fergal Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick with the ball now, 45 yards out. Still Fergal Fitzpatrick. Mark Smith is after him, but it's still Fergal. Has he overcarried? And the Killygarry player pulling on the ball here. Well, all grabbed and cleared up along this side, and a little spectator there that was completely unaware of what was happening out on the field. Drumgoon now attacking. Oh, dangerous ball here, and an almost fumble there for a moment, but the ball cleared out, and the would-be danger averted, and Damien Keeney way up to the centre. Pulled on now out towards the far side. Alan Donoghue racing out, collects that ball out there on the far wing. Ray Galligan after him as the ball is belted in close to come up. Oh, a very close shave. It has now is a very close shave. Oh, action at its utmost best. And how and why? Well, Drumgoon didn't get that one into the back of net. Well, nobody will ever know, but certainly the defence doing quite well in the end and getting the ball off the goal line almost, and so it's up at the other end. Damien Clark now, way out towards the far side. Ian O'Reilly, 25 yards out. Racing in now, still Damien Clark, the chip and the point. Well, in fact, let's see now. It appears as though the ball may have gone into the net. 2-9 to 110. Well, there's a green flag and a white flag down here at the goal on our right, which is a little confusing to say the least, but certainly when the green flag was up, well, that almost means certain that it's a goal. The white one went up in the first half, and it was a goal, and one would have assumed that it was a point. Drumgoon has made a change. Bernard McPhillips now way out towards the far side. 13 points to 15, apparently still 2 points between them, and about 7 minutes left in the game. The referee awarding the free over there on the far side, in which Damien Keeney will take. It's about 55 metres out. Right-footed, right across towards the side. Philip Gray after it here. Also after it will be Fergal Bride, and also there will be Brian Boyle. And Brian down towards where Damien Keeney was there to meet it, and Damien getting the ball up. A lot of mauling here as the referee blows his whistle, and he will award the free in to Killygarry. And it's about 22, 23 metres out. It will be dead straight in front of the goal, and Damien Keeney will take it. There's his kick now. He chips it over the bar, making the score now 2 goals and 10 points for Killygarry, and 1 goal and 10 points. That would be a goal between the sides now with about 6 minutes, less than 6 minutes left in the game. Ball kicked out quickly now towards this side. Martin Clerkin up through the centre. Oliver Clerkin after it here, and after it now will be Alan Donohoe. Alan's 25 yards out, has a look in at the goal post. The ball pulled down here. Mark Smith. Ian O'Reilly blocking down. Ian O picking the ball up, and Ian O dropping it over the bar. This time the white flag's been raised, as they say. .210 to 111 we make it now. Damien Keeney from the kick out on the far side, trying to go the hard way about it as the ball is blocked down over there on the far side. One of the Drumgoon youngsters apparently down there on the far wing with an injury. Alan Donohoe, it appears, that got the knock there from the blocking down of that particular kick. On the free now, taken on the far side where Damien Keeney grabs it, and the left-footed chip finds Phelim O'Reilly, and Phelim collects the ball and clears it down towards Ian O'Reilly there on the far side. Ian O now racing up along the far wing, turning defence into attack. Darda Maloney is after him. Still Ian O'Reilly now, the left-footed curling ball across into the centre. Breaking now to the loose Drumgoon pair, and he takes the shot and sends it over the bar. 112 for Drumgoon. 112, Alan Donohoe there. 112 for Drumgoon, and Killygarry have 2 goals and 10 points. That would leave 1 point between them on our count. The tap out now towards this side finds Adrian McConnell. The high ball, very classy fielding here by Damien Keeney, 35 yards out. On the ground for a moment. Picks himself up, takes a shot, lobbing it right into the goal mark. Rodney Brady now in front of the goal. The miss hit, and the defence surrounding, and the referee blows his whistle, and we're going to have a penalty. We are going to have a penalty. The defence appealing with the referee, but apparently one of these defenders in here had picked the ball straight off the ground, So here we have, in the last 3 minutes of the game, the penalty for Killygarry, and Damien Keeney will take it, and the man that is in the goal is Barry Crossan. Well, Barry was on holiday apparently away in the Aran Islands, and he came back especially for this one. Certainly he didn't come back for this, but he's certainly going to do his utmost. And Blackfoot has gone in. It's a goal. It's a goal. Damien Keeney crashing it in. 3 goals and 10 points. 310 for Killygarry and 112 for Drumgoon, who certainly were battling all the way up to that. I'm sure that they'll continue to do so, but Killygarry are attacking again. The referee awarding the free. Ian O'Reilly to Drumgoon. Ian O'Reilly now with this one. It's about 55 metres out from his own goal. 310 to 112. In a certainly very entertaining game. Damien Keeney now. Right-footed one high. Going out towards the right corner there. And racing out after it is Sean Maloney, apparently, who came into the game there in the second half. Ball cleared out towards this side now. Damien Clark for a moment. Heading towards the sideline. It will be whipped up here and bolted up to the centre. Mark Smith grabbing it back here for the Killygarry men. Rodney Brady is in there. So also the Fergal Bride, centre field man. The dangerous ball right into the goal mouth. Grabbed in there by Barry Crossan. Barry gets it out towards this side, where it will be cleared up field. Here for Drumgoon. Martin Kirkin gets it up into the centre. Alan Donoghue with it now. Transfers out to Ian O'Reilly, all alone. 35-25, still Ian O'Reilly. The chip and the nice point. Ian O chipping the ball there and sending it over the bar. 1 goal and 13 points for Drumgoon, and Killygarry have 3 goals, and they've also got 10. Coming fairly close now, over 29 minutes gone. Alan Donoghue across into the centre. Martin Kirkin. Martin's 35 yards out. The low, dangerous ball. Oh, the goalkeeper going down here. David Smith there making a very important save at a very vital stage and gets it out towards the far side. Where Martin Kirkin swings it back in again, and Mark Smith is in here to meet it, and Mark gets it out towards the far side of the field, and away comes Killygarry now, and Barry McGovern. He gets it up into the centre, where it will be collected by Fergal Bride. Fergal low along the ground, intended to be sort of Sean Maloney. The lobbing ball right into the hands of Barry Crossan, and the goalkeeper gets it out towards this side of the field. Drumgoon rather are not going to lie down by any means. In O'Reilly now, racing upfield, the right-footed, lobbing, dangerous ball right into the goal mouth, and the breaking ball grabbed and cleared out towards this side. The referee looking at his watch as Killygarry are about to clear, or rather their lines. Nice blocking down here as the ball goes out over the sideline. It will be a line ball out here to our right, a line ball for the Killygarry side, about 65 metres out from their own goal. Plenty of excitement all around the place as Darren Maloney now swings across into the centre, where Damien Keeney's got it. Still in control, playing the ball back, almost for a moment, Paul McCabe, but Darren Maloney, the eventual winner. Left-footed curling ball out towards the right, down on Rodney Brady, collected then by the Ray Galligan, and Ray sending it into the goal mouth, where the goalkeeper grabs and gets it out towards the far side. Ian O'Reilly collecting it out here in the centre for Drumgoon. Ian O'Reilly's kick now way up along the far wing, and again a little stalemate. And Gilston going down after it, being the eventual winner, and the referee calls for the ball, and it's all over. It's all over. Lots of excitement and a very entertaining stuff, and Killygarry coming out in the end. certainly plenty of excitement. As you can see down in front, and there's every reason to be so. This is the side, or most of, that took the Run D under-12 final 12 months ago. And here they are now with the Run C trophy captured in a most entertaining game. There, of course, you were looking there a moment ago at the captain of this side, who certainly played no small part in this very sweet victory for this side.
We saw nothing but his skills and perfect football. It was a pleasure to watch. And indeed, it was heart-stopping for, I'm sure, both sets of supporters and mentors, because the game played from end to end, and it was only just a kick at all that divided the two teams. Killygarry just had that slight edge, and I congratulate them on achieving their success here this evening. They're a credit to their parish, a credit to their mentors, and a credit to their trainer. They displayed some lovely football, and it took, indeed, a talent display to overcome this Drumgoon team. I say to Drumgoon, do not be downhearted. You played your hearts out. You're a credit to your parish and a credit to your club and your trainers. And I hope to bring back to you next year. And it gives me great pleasure now to present this beautiful trophy to Damien Keane, the captain of the... That's a grand sporting gesture. Now I call on the captain of the Killygarry team to say a few words.
This place to thank the trainers who helped us all through the year, and 3 cheers for the Drumgoon team. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thank you.
Well, there you have it, the excitement of it all. And indeed, at this stage, well, one could hardly help but mention, as we look at these victorious youngsters from Killygarry now heading in towards the dressing rooms, well, one is reminded of, well, only a couple of months ago when up there in Killygarry, well, they had the grand gala opening, as it were, of the new athletic grounds up there in Killygarry. And certainly these youngsters in this year, 1988, well, they have July the 8th, in fact, to be precise, that, well, they have set a pattern by taking this victory and really helping to promote the grounds, as it were, the athletic grounds up there in Killygarry. And this wonderful display that they had here this evening in Breffni Park. A very, very splendid victory indeed, and heartiest congratulations indeed to these youngsters, whom I'm sure that in the years to come, as they speed off now and start the celebrations, well, in years to come, I'm sure that we will see an awful lot more of these players down here in this park. victorious captain here of this Killygarry side, Damien Keeney. I'm sure you feel quite pleased even at this stage.
Yes, I do. Very pleased.
Were you worried before it started?
No, not really, no.
You were fairly optimistic about the whole thing.
Yeah.
You got a good start, of course, with the goal there as well, up there at the goal on the right.
Yeah.
Drumgoon closed in on you there in the last 10 minutes. Did you feel that you were going to lose grip, until you got the penalty, or were you always confident?
Well, I was confident most of the time there.
What about the trainers or trainer, or who exactly are the people that are responsible for you on the 12 side? I'm sure you've got something to say to them now.
Well, Tom Kyle and Bill McAvoy, they trained us now the whole year.
You must be one of the few under 12s, I would imagine, that has won, the competition 1 year after the other, as it were. You won the Run D final last year, and then this one, Run C, in this year, 1988.
Yeah, well, there's one other fella, I think, Dan Maloney was on last year's team.
Yeah.
I think.
Of course, I think it might be no harm to mention, in fact, none whatsoever, but there were shades of the Derek McDonald, as it were. I know all the lads played well, but you were certainly, you done your bit out there in the centre, and especially with putting the penalty away at a very crucial stage.
Yeah.
What would be your ambition now? Like you're young, you're not, you're not over 12 yet, obviously, Where would you like to take it?
Well, I suppose on up anyway to higher standards.
Follow it through.
Yeah.
I mentioned there a few moments ago about the new grounds in Killygarry.
Yeah.
This is certainly a perfect way of utilising it, and you set a pattern, as it were.
Yeah.
Okay, Damien. Well, it's very nice talking to you, and thank you very much, and congratulations. Thank you.